Brad, what do you think this victory should do to your team's psyche and confidence?
I mean, I think that stuff is obviously important, but I think it's more important to just kind of stay in the moment, prepare, play the right way, and you know, we're not going to go out and you know, overdo this. I mean, they were playing on the second night of a back-to-back. We had a couple of days off. We looked fresh, I thought, which is a welcome sign. And then you know, we've got a tough one Friday that we got to turn our attention to.
Brad, Marcus and Terry off the bench really seemed to, you know, particularly look fresh and show that aggressiveness right out of the bat.
Yeah, they were great. They were great. And then Daniel Tice, too, coming in and making those shots in the first half. Like, sometimes against teams like this, you have to score. It's obvious you have to score to kind of keep the other team at bay. You know, when Korver goes on that mini run that he does, even those really, really hard shots, we went down and scored enough to kind of maintain a lead and our composure to then, once we were able to get some stops, push the lead out. But I thought those two guards off the bench were really important for that.
Brad, with basically a healthy complement of players again, are you starting to get the combinations you want again?
Well, I don't know that we exactly know them as far as exactly how it'll all fit together. I mean, there's going to be games where we'll start Horford and Baines and Tice will play 20 minutes, you know, and there'll be games where it's a little bit more difficult to do that based on the shooting that's out on the floor. And so, you know, I just appreciate the willingness of all these guys to play their roles to the best of their ability, because that's how teams work.
Brad, you've talked a lot about the athleticism and length upgrade on your roster this year. How important is that in the matchup against the Cavaliers, and how does that kind of impact things when you have more length and athleticism?
It's all about being able to be versatile and switch. You know, that's one of the things with Morris out, Ojale out, Brown missing some games, obviously Hayward, that, you know, we haven't been able to take advantage of here recently as much, but it's really important. You know, against LeBron, there's nobody that can guard him the whole game, so you have to, you know, throw as many bodies at him as you can, and then pray.
Brad, Jason has scored in double figures in 35 of 41 games. Just how incredible has his consistency been in the first half of his first season?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good player. I mean, I think he's got a chance to be really good. So hopefully he stays the course.
It was a season low, 88 points for the Cavs. I mean, you mentioned the back-to-back for them. Like, how much were you?
They were missing a little guy too. I mean, it's pretty good. So, I mean, they missed. You know, they didn't have Shumpert, they didn't have Thomas, they didn't have Rose playing on the second night of back-to-back. Regardless, they're still a great team. You still have to go out and play, but you know, they're. You know, I think that we did some things we can build off of, but we did some things that we need to get better at next time.
Just what did you think of your team's defense?
It was pretty good. I thought that the biggest concern for me was the third quarter drought offensively, because we were getting stops. We were really battling defensively, but then, you know, no matter how well you guard these guys, they're going to score some. And, you know, again, it's kind of like Korver's run. Like, if you can't keep them at bay by scoring two, that's a problem. So I thought our defense was really locked in all night. I thought we played really purposeful. We weren't perfect, but we tried to make them go through us to score, and we did a good job of that. Again, I think taking away the transition layups is a big part of it. And that's hard to do against these guys.